All right, Ryan. So successful road swing here in Fort Wayne for you. Talk about what it was like to play, not only in front of your family, but in front of people that have seen you play through Homestead and seen you growing up. Just playing here in your hometown, what did it mean?
It was extremely exciting. When I found out I'd be coming to Dayton, my first thoughts were, oh, sweet, I get to play in my hometown, Fort Wayne, in an awesome ballpark. Never got the chance to play here. It was always a Memorial when I was in high school. So just to have the opportunity to come play in front of friends and family and getting to talk to them a little bit, people that haven't got a chance to see me play in a couple years, it's very cool.
Yeah, talk about when you were at Louisville is when this park opened. So did you ever think, hey, that's a place where I might be able to play sometime in the near future?
It was always a possibility. I'd hope to, get the chance to play professional baseball. You never know where you're going to be drafted or what league you're going to be in. As soon as I found out I was drafted by the Reds, I was a couple Midwest teams, the Midwest League. I get to play all over the Midwest where I grew up, so it's awesome.
Talk about the transition, because you played in Billings a little bit last year, but the transition to being a full-time player with 140 games on the schedule. What's the biggest transition as you make it from college to some rookie ball, but now to the A level?
Something everyone always talks about with professional baseball. It's a grind. I mean, you wake up every day and you have to play a game, that day or that night for basically 140 games and I don't know 160 days. So you got to make sure you have the right mindset each day. You got to come to the ballpark. You got to be consistent. You got to get all your work in. Some days you might be tired, but you get to play professional baseball for a living, so that's the price you got to pay.
Talk about what you take away from your grandfather, because you wouldn't be in Fort Wayne if your grandfather didn't play those 8 seasons with the Comets. It didn't sound like he encouraged you guys, or your father, or you guys to play hockey too much, though.
No, I think it was the exact opposite. He's beat up. I mean, playing hockey is one of the hardest sports you can on your body. So my dad didn't even really play hockey. I'd skate around a little bit, but I'd never really put on the ice skates for anything more serious than just to shoot the puck a little bit, but that was a long time ago. So I'm glad he steered my dad in the direction of baseball. It's something that's pretty natural in our family. We've had some pretty good ball players. My dad was a very good baseball player.
Did your dad or did your grandfather have any advice? Your grandfather especially being a one-time professional athlete here in Fort Wayne.
I mean, not really. As grandparents, they're just extremely supportive. His biggest thing is to make sure I'm having fun and I'm enjoying myself. They kind of have that almost like a mom. They want to make sure you're okay. Sometimes your dad get on you a little bit, stuff you need to do, but my grandparents are just very supportive.
Adjusting to this level of baseball, what are some of the toughest things on the field that you need to work on to advance yourself in the game of baseball?
I think the biggest thing is consistency. Something I mentioned a little bit. The coaches and your minor league coordinators and all the people in the Reds organization, they want to see consistent improvement. Whatever phase of the game that is. For me, I try to be a complete ball player. I've worked real hard on my defense after my switch to second base a couple years ago, so that's something I'm going to continue to be working on. And just the biggest thing is just try to have good at bats. You're in professional baseball. It's silly to think you're going to hit 400 like you could do in high school and sometimes college. So the biggest thing is just try to take a professional approach to everything you do.
Did you feel any pressure in this series coming in, knowing that, okay, I got family watching, I got friends maybe that I hadn't seen in a long time, playing at Louisville? Some of these people hadn't really seen you play since your days at Homestead.
Not really. That's something my teammates were giving me a hard time. Oh, you're probably nervous, but I really wasn't any more nervous than I'd be for any other game we play. I got to play in front of so many people who were extremely supportive friends and family, and obviously they want to see me play well, and I wanted to play well for them. But the biggest thing I wanted to do when I came back to Fort Wayne was just to have a lot of fun, and I definitely had a lot of fun this series.